సార్ నా వాయిస్ అండ్ వీడియో క్లియర్ ఉంది కదా?
వీడియో క్లియర్ ఉంది, వాయిస్ కూడా క్లియర్ ఉంది.
ఓకే,
ఫైన్. We'll wait for some time for the students.
Yeah, sure sir.
అందరూ జాయిన్ అయిన తర్వాత we will start live session. We'll start recording the live.
మ్యామ్ అందరికి స్టూడెంట్స్ కి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇచ్చా నేను వాట్సాప్ అందరికి.
ఓకే సార్.
Students who have joined, inform your friends personally to your WhatsApp group. Please come on. Ask them to join immediately.
I think let's start the session. Ajay, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. So I welcome you all for today's alumni talk. So today our alumni talk is Mr. Ajay Gandhari. He's working in Aveva, Hyderabad as a consultant. So he's one of the brilliant student in the batch, if I would like to say. So he used to participate in each and every events that is going to be conducted by CMR. So Ajay, I would like to hand over the session to Mr. Ajay.
Thank you so much, ma'am, and thank you everyone for joining in today. So, by what ma'am said, I was definitely part of all the events that CMR was coming up with in my college days. Also, there's always that zeal in me that kept me motivated, and also people around me that helped me to be who I am today. So it was never that I'm sorry. It was never that I started everything on a great note. So I started with failures as well, and by step, and as ma'am told, by participating, by gaining experience from each and every activity, I was becoming better version of myself every day. Hi everyone, my name is Ajay Kumar Gandhari, as you all know. So I have completed my BTech in the year 2014, and my batch is 2010 to 14. And each day in that 4 years has been a wonderful experience. And it's been almost 6 years that I completed my BTech. And even today, I feel that CMR and my college, my faculty, whenever I visit, I feel that I walked out from there just yesterday. That's how affectionate they are, and that's how great experience I had for the 4 years. And let me quickly take you through the journey that I have been from my college days, like right from the first year till the date where I am now. So as I told, I joined in the year 2010. So when I joined, to be precise, CMR Technical Campus was completely unknown to me. Like every other student, I joined because I got a rank there. I mean, I got placed in that college. So once I joined, I saw that there are only two buildings, and the second building was still under construction. I'm taking you through this journey because you will come to know how it actually went through, like how my journey was. So when I joined, as I told, only one building was there. The second building was under construction. When I was in second year, the third building was under construction. When I was in third year, the fourth. When I completed my entire 4 years of BTech, I see that the college is completely developed. So from this, I want to say a small thing to everyone who is present here. We cannot build a Rome in one day. I think every one of you agree with me. It takes time. With time, we will learn, we will become better, and we will grow, and eventually we'll become the person whom everyone around us will admire, and also whom our parents will be proud to show to everyone, saying that yes, he is my son, she is my daughter. So that is where we have to learn. Like we cannot be a topper, or we cannot be a successful person, we cannot be great in some activity or some skill in just one day. It takes time. Just like the college building, how it was progressing from two buildings to entire campus itself. And today when I come to my college, I feel very proud that how the journey from just a small place has developed. And today if you see, the campus is complete with each and every, I mean, you have labs, you have a playground, you have you name it, you have it. So that's like that. And you have wonderful research laboratory, you have faculty who have great experience. And I feel that more than the experience, from my journey, what I learned is you need a faculty who will provide you motivation, who will provide you sense of discipline also in your curriculum. Everyone can teach you a technical thing, but what I found from my faculty, like all the teachers or all the lecturers who have taught me in my college days, So each one of them, I still remember them because they taught me not only the technical stuff, but also how to behave. So these are the things that make us a better person. And when I say my journey, first year I was completely introvert. Never went outside. Only in technical activities I used to participate, but nothing more than that. In the second year, it was a time when I realized that our life or our education is not only confined to the place where we stay or the place where we sit. It is not the classroom that we have to more concentrate on. We have to even concentrate equally on the activities that go outside. So what I mean about that is, you participate in the fest, you participate in any cultural events, you take any talent that you already have, and you start to build that talent and make yourself a person who is not just confined to studies and education, but also someone who is special. So that's where I think every one of us has to have that belief in ourselves that we can do something different. So I'm very sure that each one of us are born talented. Each one of us has unique talent and nobody can snatch it from you. It is you that has to discover that. Someone might be very good at acting, he might become a model, and someone may be very good at studies, he might become a faculty or lecturer. Someone may be very good social person, might be he goes into a social activities or become a politician and serve society in a better way. So there are different directions. It is all upon us on what we choose. So as I kept growing like in the education with academics, I also understood that I had this skill. There's this skill that I'll reveal, that my father already had it, because my father is a teacher and now he's a science officer. So he's wonderful speaker. I mean, if he speaks, I stand there and listen to him for hours, and so does people outside also. And he's a great motivator. And maybe that genes came to me. I started to understand that when I speak, maybe people feel better. So that's where, though I know that I had a very bad moments on the stage for the first time. Like when I went on the stage for the first time, even I was stage frightened. Like most of us have that stage fear. But I'll tell you something, the secret of beating the stage fear is nothing but having the confidence in yourself. Don't think what people will think or how people will judge you. It is all that you have to believe in yourself. That's what I did. And I'm very sure each one of you who are here, and each one of your friends and your juniors, seniors who are in college, and whoever is outside who is done with the college, everyone has some talent. And I always think, and I'm pretty sure that everyone has a talent, and if they put the right effort on it, be it your academics, be it your other skill or any sports, you will become the greatest of greats of all time in that. So it is just that we have to believe in ourselves. That belief kept me going. So I was someone who was, as I told you, was having great stage fear. I still remember when I get the mic on stage, I used to flatter for the words I like just now how it's happening to me. It even happens today. It's just that how you come out of that. Back then I never used to come out of that. I used to keep the mic aside, go walk off. But now I keep that aside and start continuing my, like I continue the speech. So that's how you become better. And today, as I told, after fourth year I became better version of myself. And I tell this secret to everyone, that don't compare with anyone else. We cannot compare with anyone else, because we are someone who is living our life. We are not going to live others life, right? So we have to just compare with ourselves. We have to see how we were yesterday and how we are today. Even if we improve by 0.001%, that is still an improvement. And I consider that someone who compares themselves and become better version of themselves on day-to-day basis will eventually become a great person. I'll take an example here. So we all know Virat Kohli. Please raise a hand or show thumbs up if you like Virat Kohli or like any other cricketer. I see only one thumbs up. Yeah, good. I see good participation then. Yeah, thank you. So see, we all admire cricket. That's why I was pointing to cricketers. So we know how great they are. When I was seeing one of the interviews of Virat Kohli, he told that he always wanted to become better than yesterday. and he used to practice, and still today, even after gaining so much fame and becoming one of the greatest players in ODI history, still he practices. That shows that if you become better of yourself, better version of yourself, you will gain great heights in your life. So after that, when I entered in the phase where after BTech, when I entered the phase where I was attending interviews, and even in my BTech fourth year, I was attending interviews. At that point of time, nothing came to me directly, and I failed for first 3 interviews. Like first interview, I still remember I failed in the aptitude. Second interview, I failed in the like HR before HR round, so technical round. Third one, I failed in the HR round. So HR round was Amazon, and aptitude, I think I remember it's Tech Mahindra. So there was another company in between. So I, at a point, I thought, okay, I'm not eligible, or am I not skillful? But the thing is, the beauty of our campus, in a way, is that people around us keep motivating us, even from the friends, from your seniors, and even the kind of support we get from the coaching that we get for our competitive exams, or for the entrance to beat the aptitude. So that coaching and that motivation from teachers, faculty has helped me to crack TCS. I don't say that cracking TCS is something out of the box or which is rocket science or something, but for me, I became better than yesterday. I crossed HR in a third company, but in the fourth company, I could crack it and I made it. Once I got that job, I didn't sit back because I know that there is still a long way to go. So I kept attending till the joining date was given. And when I kept attending, so at that point, I realized that I was doing better. So what I want to say to you all in the end, I'll say only one thing here before maybe you will come up with questions. So don't worry about anything else. Keep your smile up and be happy, and don't worry if you fail also. It is just that it is not your day. But when you give a good shot, and to the skill or to the talent that you already have, just put your right efforts, and you'll be becoming better version of yourself every day, and someday you will become most successful person. And with this, I think I have taken a lot of time continuously. I'll give time to you all guys, so you can come up with some questions or something which you can directly ask me. Yeah, over to you, Zarina ma'am.
Yeah, if anybody wants to ask a question, students, please ask anything.
Ma'am, can I pick any name, or does it look more like a college thing? So it is more of an open stage. I request anyone who has any doubt can directly come, turn on your video if it is possible, or turn on your audio and shoot the question directly to me. That will
Someone
be
is
more of
Ajay,
Hello.
someone is asking what would be the job impact after this pandemic situation?
Sai Kiran. Yes, Sai Kiran, I can see you as well with the selfie, like you are posing for a selfie in front of mirror, I guess. Good. So it's actually a valid question at this point of time. Okay, there's another Sai Kiran too. Hi, Sai Kiran. Okay, glad to meet you. So this is the right question that you asked at the right point of time, because even I, like any other job holder, had this question when this pandemic started and started to show serious effects. But I'll tell you one thing, it's almost 4 months that pandemic has hit us, the COVID-19, and we are not seeing people going to jobs like earlier times. What it did is it has slowed down the jobs. Like now, I agree that jobs have companies, lot of companies have stopped taking people in. But another thing I would like to tell you is that world will move on. So it is just the period of time that we are going through that is very tough for everyone. We have to just go through this. But you are saying specifically for core jobs. But
Yes,
I can say that not only core, but all the jobs are equally affected. For core jobs, yes, because our core jobs like mechanical to be precise. So it all depends on industries and running the industries. People have to go there, do that manufacturing activities. designers has to go there, they have to design the things, and after manufacturing they have to supply it. So everything is related to people, and when people are not moving, I'm pretty sure that this is a big question in our minds and everywhere else. What few industries have started to do is they started to operate with 10% of people. So you already know that, and they're slowly increasing it. They are slowly increasing it. And one more thing is that a lot of automation has happened in recent past. Like if you know, if you see industries which are manufacturing cars or any automobile a few decades ago, now if you see the same industries, they have a lot of automation machines within their facility. So this shows you that there's always no need of people, like the number of people count is reduced, required to stay there in the plant. So a lot of mechanical jobs, I mean core jobs which are related to design and all, they're still going on smoothly. I work for an ONGC like a client, so I know that what skills you already have and what industry is looking for. Like as of now, more of automation is going on, so I would recommend you highly on jobs which are related to automation. You develop some skills which make you industry ready, I can say, with respect to automation and any robotics or something like that. More of in industry work, I think that you have already know from your 4 years of career. So at this point of time, I'm very sure, and we all, like every other human being, like we all wish good, right? So at this point of time, even I wish that this pandemic closes, like you all go to college like before, and you start not to worry about all these things. But what I suggest you is this precious time, whatever we get in this, I can say it's a free time kind of thing. So if you can improve your skills that you already have, or if you wanted to improve on or learn new skills, I would suggest you that. Or I like whenever you get some time, you can directly get in touch with me or any of your faculty. They will definitely help you, or I am there. I'll help any of you guys with whatever you want from my knowledge perspective. I'm not saying that I'm greatest or something like that, but out of my experience, I will definitely help you guys. So Sai Kiran, is my answer clear? Or if you want something more, uh, you can always tell me. Your mic is muted, Sai Kiran.
I'm okay with that, bro.
Okay, you are in which year?
One thing I have another question regarding that.
Yes.
So you have said that today's generation is in automation, right? So could you explain, so what are the software which are helpful to update our automation skills?
Okay.
So is there any software?
Yes, I'll come to it. So it all depends on which industry you are looking for. Again, you want to go to construction, you want to go to some automobile. So depending on that, you have different variations in the software. All you already know is like a Proin, NX, and all that are there for the, like you already know that from your academics. So if you can at least get hold of those basic stuff, because what is this essence of the engineering softwares is that the core remains same. Like the software looks different, it operates in a different way, but the core inside that, the engineering part of it. So if you can get your engineering stuff well, like if it, no matter how small software you learn, like be it a Bentley software, or you learn your AutoCAD, you learn any 3D modeling software, anything. I'm specifically saying Proe because it's also good software. So any software you learn from how and why we are doing it. Like if you start to understand the core of it, any other software, when you come to industry, it's so. Sai Kiran, what I would like to say is that when you pass out of college and when you come and in front of the like this in core, right? Like I would say CAD. If you get the CAD knowledge right, at least from mechanical point of view, I'm pretty sure you will be industry ready. And once you are here, you start exploring things, you will become definitely better than what you were, and you will start to learn inch by inch, and slowly you will be a pro. So it's just that you have to concentrate on your basic stuff, and later on you can build on. So right now, I would suggest you to just stay calm and don't worry about any other things. Chill and enjoy your holidays. That's what I say. And apart from that, you start to inculcate new, like new skills. Or if you have any skill, like I said, if you know CAD, you try to develop more advanced skills in that. So that will eventually help you. So it is. It all comes down to that basic perspective where you are starting from. Sai Kiran, your mic
Thank
is
you,
again
Dr.
muted.
It's okay, bro. I got it. I got the fact which you have said. Thanks for information.
Yeah. So which year are you in, Sai Kiran?
Yeah, I'm in 4th year, bro.
Oh, then that's great. Looking forward to see you in industry as a co-employee soon.
Yeah.
All the best.
Yeah.
Ajay, one more
One
question.
thing, bro. I have one
Yeah,
more
yeah.
dot regarding that. So, are you in job in TCS or you left TCS now?
I'm not in TCS now. I was in TCS for 3.5 years. Then after that, I went to Delhi, where I worked for Flo Daniel. It's an EPC company, construction. You know, L&T and all these companies, right? McDermott. It
I
is
know.
competitor to that. So after that, there I worked as an automation specialist. That's why I recommended you more of an automation job, because I've seen in real time how automation helps industry. Then I came back here as a solution consultant. Now I provide solutions with the softwares that we already have. Like our Aviva holds a lot of 3D modeling softwares, data analysis softwares, data, like you have a whole lot of stuff. So you can go through the website and you can explore. Like it is just that we have internet and we have endless possibilities, bro. So you can keep learning on that, and you can approach me anytime if you want anything regarding this.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ajay, our HOD sir had joined just now.
Good evening, Manay sir.
Yeah, Ajay.
Hi sir, good evening.
Yeah, how are you, man?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Fine, very good. Hello.
I think sir is busy.
Yes, sir.
Little bit. So my complete WhatsApp is gone. That's why it will take time. So Ajay. So
Yes, sir.
agenda. What is agenda? Tell me, ma.
Nothing, sir. He's sharing his views to the juniors.
Okay, right. So Ajay and hello. How many students
sir.
are joined? 1 second.
Around 60, sir.
Oh, well done. So you carry on. I'll talk to you, right? You just
Yeah,
carry on.
definitely. Thank you, sir.
Then I go ahead, ma.
Ajay,
Yes, sir.
hello, Ajay. Many questions are there in chat box.
Yes, I'm going through that, sir. I mean,
Okay.
by the time I answered Sai Kiran, I think there are a lot of questions. Okay. So after Sai Kiran, I see that Shiva Kumar. Okay, Shiva Kumar, can you raise your hand or switch on your video so that I can see you? Shiva Shankar. Oh, sorry. Shiva Shankar, can you turn on your video? Okay, we'll get into the question. Shiva Shankar is asking, can you explain me about your job profile? So as I already told you, I'm a solution consultant from Aviva. So what we do is you take any industry, like for suppose you see
Yeah, Zarina, record it, ma.
Sir.
yes sir.
Record change.
Already it's in record mode.
Complete total record change.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
Ajay,
Okay, so yes sir.
yeah, this is DP sir
Hi
speaking.
sir, good evening.
Yeah, how are
Yes,
you?
sir. I'm fine sir, how are you doing? Thank you.
Fine, fine. Actually, the most of the students were having the same doubt. What is the doubts which they are having is after completion of their 4th year in mechanical engineering, what are kind of jobs they are going to opt? That is the first question. And second question is,
Okay,
if we do mechanical, we are going to place in our life or not? Means it means that the most of the people they are thinking for CSE and ECE. So within 2 to 3 years, again the boom for mechanical engineering will be there. That is sure. There is no doubt about that. But the thing
definitely.
is, whatever the students those who have completed just now, they want to join in an industry or they need to go for higher studies. Which one is better? And think that the doubt which is having most of the students.
Okay,
Okay, in your point, you explain it. Means which if the mechanical skills are going to be useful or not for them for doing job. That is the
right sir.
main thing they are having in their mind. Right,
Sure
Ajay?
sir.
You go ahead.
Thank you, Durga Prasad sir. So Shiv Shankar, I'll come back to you again. I'll answer the uh, most wanted question from that was put forward by Durga Prasad sir. So I would say that whatever you are in the position where you are ending the 4th year for the 4th year students, definitely there will be a thought that do we go for higher studies or do we continue our education further in India itself, or you want to go outside. That's first part. Or the second part is that you want to get into a job. If you want to get into a job, you want to get into a core job, or if you want to get into a software job. I think this is the summary of the question that I understand. So at this point of time, even I was very confused, like how you guys are going through. So as I was telling from the beginning, it is more important for us to first make sure that what skills do we have, or to understand what skills we have. And coming to the point that sir asked, like, is mechanical useful, or like, is it safe to do mechanical and get into industry? So I would say only one thing: the engineering course itself is there for a reason, and there's a reason for each and every course that we do, or each department has a reason to be there. Like civil has a reason, mechanical has a reason, software, like you have CS and IT. So don't worry too much about your mechanical academics or mechanical engineering, to be precise. So nothing will go in vain. End of the day, each and every like part of the knowledge that you have, or each and every skill that you developed in mechanical in 4 years of your course, will definitely come into big use. And as I told, it would have already made a lot of difference to you all. So what I suggest is, first you think on that basis what kind of skills that you like. If you are someone who is more good at managing people, and if you think that you want to do some MBA kind of course to get into managerial role, then don't waste time, take MBA and get into that kind of role. If you are someone who is more who wants industry also, you can go there as a managerial role or someone who is of a higher role. But for that, definitely I would recommend MBA. And the second thing is, if you want to be as a technical guy, so let us just concentrate on mechanical now. If you are someone who is looking for mechanical core jobs, and if you think that you can do it, it is not that right from the day one you will start getting it. getting the jobs. So first, what I recommend is, if you really want to get into industry, mechanical industry, visit, you have it, every one of us has internet, so visit job profiles. Every job profile is unique. So as a fresher, they won't, for fresher, even when we recruit freshers, like now I see how freshers are coming. Industry doesn't look for someone who is completely a pro in everything. It is just that you need to have that learning ability, and you should show that interest when you are being interviewed or when you go for the job. You have to show that interest to, like, you at least have to display that. If the person who's interviewing, he can see that you are really interested in the job, he will take you. So as a fresher, don't worry too much about your skills, but just that, take the right industry. When you're getting into the industry, like, what I mean is, if you want to go to manufacturing industry, make sure that you have that skills related to manufacturing. What kind of manufacturing industries do we have around? And if you are flexible enough with the location itself, then you can explore the places across India. Like, you can explore the places like Delhi or Gurgaon, or you can come to Mumbai, Pune. Like, you have different places. So depending on your interest, see which company is situated where, and you can go through the website and you can explore how and what they are looking for. And I am very sure most of them don't match our current skills. And even today, I'm saying that, though I have been in industry for so long, I'm not saying I'm pro, but I keep learning every day. So that's the intention that you need to have. So if you have that intention, you can achieve that. You can go through the, like, you can go through the job profiles and see what skills are required. And if you show that interest, and never give up, like, if 10 fail, it always mixes up and we get some different opinion. So what I would like to say to you all is that, don't listen to everyone. First, get onto your own stuff, like, start researching from your end. And if you really have interest, you will research. So that's the suggestion that I would like to give you. There are industries, no doubt there are no industries, like, maybe they are not there around our vicinity or maybe our comfort zone, but if you like to get out and just explore places, there are definitely there. And if you are really someone who is interested in automobile, you can go to Delhi, and you can get into that manufacturing domain. Like, you can get into Suzuki, Maruti plant is there. So if you are interested in some cell phone technology, you have that plans also coming up. So there are a lot of investments going on in India. So a lot of industries are there. Don't worry about it. So for someone who is worried about mechanical, because you feel you feel that it is not your cup of cake, then you there's no need to think that this is entire thing is waste. Let me tell you, there are a lot of mechanical engineers in the software industry, and they are doing very well. So there's always a chance to you. Every mechanical software is built using a programming language. So if you are so much interested, you can learn that language. You can get into customization of the softwares. Like, if you know AutoCAD, and you already know how to use it and all that, if you are able to learn the software skill and get into industry, you have that edge of knowing both this mechanical tool as well as your software. So that way you can get here also. But what I would like to suggest to you all is, on a whole, don't worry too much about what people are saying around. I'm pretty sure that opportunities are there, and if you keep trying in the right direction, like I told you, the 3 directions which I mentioned, one is software, one is your core field, and the one is your managerial. You will not come back, or you will not have that capacity to come back. But the thing is, if you do in a flow, it will be better. Or if you think that your experience will be helpful to you, and you do 2 to 3 years of job and then get into your higher education, that is also fine. But it all comes down to us, like, what you choose. So it depends on case to case. Like, some person will be more interested in education, so he might directly go there. So if you are skeptical about how to deal with this situation, I think most of the people here are in that kind of phase. What I suggest is don't worry too much about all these things going around. Forget all the things and just concentrate more on what skills you already have and what industry you are looking for or what kind of job you are looking for. So if you still don't have, I'm pretty sure this 1 hour session or like 10-15 minutes of lecture from someone will not change the perspective that you have, but just give it a think and just try to put your efforts here in thinking more about how to inculcate some skills and get better. So that's a whole thing about what Durga Prasad sir asked. Sir, is it clear or
Yeah, Ajay,
yes, sir?
it's correct. Whatever you said, it is correct. Actually, in this meeting also, our faculty members are there, Mr. Rajnikant and Nagaraju sir and me also. We are having the industrial experience as well as teaching experience as well as software experience also. We three of are having a lot of, means not only me, three of them, and all the faculty members of this mechanical faculty members, those who are worked as a design engineers and those who worked as a professors and those who worked as a software engineers. But in our point of view, what we are going to say to the students is just they need to do their project, concentrate on what they are studying. If they do their project properly, with the same points, they can surely they're going to get the job. It is very easy to get the job. Most of the people they are thinking about another persons like a CSE and ECE students, they are getting 4 lakhs and 5 lakhs in packages. But these people are worrying about only we are getting 10,000, 5,000. But they are not realizing that we are not having any skills. Without skills, how they are going to get the job and how they are going to get the money? First of all, they need to learn something from the companies. They need to join in the company, and for 1 or 2 years, they need to work for the company. If they are going to get the skills, then they need to fight for their salaries. Most of the students, they are very hurry about their getting money, getting money. Nobody is going to concentrate on studies. And the second thing is they need to come to the college regularly. They don't have discipline to come to the college. Even for 8 hours they are not going to stay in the college. How they are going to stay for 12 hours and 14 hours in the company? This is what the thing means. They are not getting pain right now. After completing the fourth, this is what the thing which is going on in the college. So that is what, if you share your experience and whatever the efforts you are putting towards for getting that particular money, whatever you're getting, it may be 1 lakh or 2 lakhs, whatever it may be, that money how you are getting means in behind that particular thing, how much of effort you contributed from your side. That thing they need to first they need to accept that thing, and then they go for this asking these questions like after completing this one, where I'm going to get the job, means anywhere you can get the job. After completing our BTech or MTech, we used to given all the my resumes to all over the Hyderabad city. We are having almost 300 to 400 companies.
Yes, sir.
If you put your resume there, at least some people may call to you to for the interview. If you go there, you are going to get the experience. These people are not looking for that.
Sir,
Simply by sitting at home, they need to get the job. That's it.
uh,
Yeah, Ajay, this
yes,
is what the thing.
Durga
Thank you very much.
yeah.
And
So
whatever you said is it is correct.
from whatever Durga Prasad sir said, I want to add on something to that. You can see the kind of agony and all that the sir is having now. That is because they care for us, and it same goes with our parents as well. When our parents scold us, we see that they're just scolding, and until we become like we get that maturity levels to think why they were scolding, we'll come to know, okay, they did that for our good. So I would not say that completely you have to directly get a job, you have to be so talented or something like that. But we have to remember something, that someone is telling something to us. The way they are telling may be different, but the intention that you need to catch is more important. So the intention behind what sir was telling is that you all are talented, and let me tell you again that each one of you are exceptionally talented, and that's how we all are born. Like human is an intelligent living being. So we have that intelligence within us. It's just that if we put in wrong directions, it goes away. So whatever skill that you have, whatever knowledge that you have, don't waste it. And I'm pretty sure when you put it in the right direction, you will come out with the flying colors. So don't worry too much about it. Whenever someone shouts, it's just that someone who is wishing well for us, our only well wishers, and someone who is really caring for us, they will shout on us. They will start scolding us, saying that you don't know this, you don't know that. But the intention behind that is that you are skillful, don't waste your talent. That is the meaning that Durga Prasad sir wanted to convey to us. And I'm very sure you all will take it positively. And if you go to college, you get that opportunity to meet people. When you meet people, you understand what is their perspective. And that's how you learn from different people. And that's how the different perspectives combine to make your better, like your mind better. And you will eventually learn more when you combine with people. Sitting alone or maybe doing some other activity, it's fine. Even I agree that I've done a lot of activities, but it's just that when it is really needed, you have to be in college. And if you think that your college is giving you off or some kind of off time to you, or maybe they asked it's okay not to come, then you don't go, that's fine. But when college tells you to be there, make sure that you are there, because they all design curriculum, they design that years and everything, keeping all these things in mind. They plan each and every day for us. So we should make sure that we have to fulfill at least the requirement by going there. And after you go there, slowly when you go day by day, you will inculcate that habit of going. And once you go, you will start learning. When you learn, you'll become a better person. So I'm not saying go to college just to sit in class, but explore other activities also. Go to labs, ask questions to people. Why it is like this, why it is like that. If you are a good dancer, go to dance club and start dancing in the time where it is allocated to dance. So get your mind refreshed by participating in sports. But be in college is more important, because once you are out of college, you'll start realizing how important those days were. Because I still miss my college days, and I would really like wish God will put me back in college, like rewinding the time, not now. So I would get that experience. So I wish everyone will concentrate more on that. Go to college, have fun, make memories, and start thinking about your career as well. And if you feel very difficult to understand what's going on with you, you can always approach any one of the faculty or any one of the alumni. I am always there. I promise that whatever little knowledge I have, I will definitely share with you. Yes, over to you, Zarina ma'am.
Yeah, Kushal want to ask the question. Are you there, Kushal?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So, good evening, sir.
Hi, Kushal.
Actually, right now you're working in a company called Aveva, which is
Yes,
actually a 3D modeling software company. So
they have all the other softwares also, not only 3D modeling software.
Yeah, like a software company, like a analysis and simulation.
Yes, correct.
So my question to you is, why did you choose a 3D software company rather than other production or a manufacturing company?
Okay,
so
that's
like
fantastic.
They pay you more? That's the reason.
I'll come to it. See, for that, Kushal, I really thank you for putting that question forward, because it will be more of a rewind to me. So as I told, when I got that opportunity in TCS, I joined there. And when I went there, I thought it's completely a software company itself. So when I started my journey in TCS, they have put me in a domain called engineering and industrial services that most of you might have known that TCS has. That's IT, ITES and EIS. So I was in engineering domain. So I worked in different projects like Siemens, McDermott, and there were Petrofac. So there was few industrial companies that in which I worked, and there I worked on this 3D modeling softwares. Like first I started with AutoCAD 2D, then I went to Tekla. So that's how I was just doing that modeling activity in initial stages. But later on, there was one advisor to me, or you can say one senior to me, who suggested me to learn a software skill. So I did it, I gave it a shot, because I thought, see, when you are having an opportunity to upskill, and if you know that someone is suggesting you out of their experience in the same industry, I agreed that and I learned. So that's how I got into that kind of customization field. So later on, when I went to Delhi and came back to this particular company, as you were rightly asking, why did you choose this company itself? Because I know that out of my experiences, Aveva softwares were used in the industry. And that kind of industries where I was already part of the projects, I know that if I am in this industry, like in this company, the same tools which I have already used or kind of seen in my life in different projects, I know that this will come into help for me, that knowledge, prior knowledge. So that's why I came into this company, and today I have no regrets, because this is a wonderful place where actually not only the softwares which I already know before that, but more softwares to it. Like recently our company was bought by Schneider Electric. So even though Schneider Electric have a lot of other softwares which I didn't explore so far, but there are a lot of opportunities to learn. So when you get into different jobs and different roles, but you have to make sure that you are in line. So unless you feel that it is not your job, or it is not something that you're enjoying, or you're not able to do your best, you can always explore more opportunities. But if you think that you're in the right direction, that's what I felt when I was in my other company before coming into Aviva, that I thought, okay, Aviva will be the place where I can explore more knowledge on this softwares, and I can be like a better contributor to myself, becoming a good skilled person, and also contribute same to the company. So that was the intention behind this. Kushal, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So
I think the Kushal is from first year, I think.
Oh,
So
No,
actually, I'm from second year.
Lateral entry.
Pardon?
Lateral entry,
Lateral
just
into
second.
secondary.
oh, that's still great, Kushal.
Yes.
I think you have a lot of
Just,
guts
just
and a lot of thinking
start
behind.
your video, Kushal. Kushal, just show your face.
Sir, actually, I'm using my personal computer right now, so I don't have a webcam to access my video conference.
Okay.
That's fine, Kushal. So I really appreciate you for coming up with that kind of deep thought that you have in mind, and putting forward a question that shows that you are someone who is always willing to take initiative. So that's a great skill to like. There are around 50 odd people here. You came forward to ask a question. That's really great. Keep up that skill.
Thank you, sir. So I have one more little
Yes.
question for you. Can you answer it?
Yes, you can go ahead.
So Aviva has a multinational companies, like British multinational company.
Correct.
So it has several branches all over the world. So they have more than
Sorry, can you
one.
come again? Your voice is breaking.
So they have several branches all over the world.
Yes.
So they have the more what do you say? Like more participants in their companies or workers. So they have from the different branches.
Okay.
So they have the workers from the different branches. So which worker they most prefer? Like which student background they more prefer? Like which branch? Like mechanical, CSC, or
Oh, that's good question, Kushal. I can see the intention behind that. As I already told you, my team is around 30 odd people, and there are like 7 or 8 mechanical engineers and 4 or 5 electrical engineers, software engineers, like from CSC. So it's a mixture. And what is the thing that separates people who are doing well and separates people who are not doing well is not the background that we come from, but the background of work that we do. Like before getting into industry and after getting into industry, like how we upskill ourselves and how we learn from each other. See, whenever we learn from other people, no, at that point of time we learn more. In like if you sit alone and do, you might not learn so much. You will be definitely gaining some knowledge, but that's how people in industry who are doing better are actually working on. So the question that you asked is whom they prefer, but I'm saying they do not prefer depending on what background you are coming from, unless it's a demand of the job role. So some job roles definitely need mechanical or computer science for that matter. So if some job roles demands a person to be having the skills in mechanical industry, like mechanical background or being a mechanical graduate, definitely they will prefer you. But if the role of a person doesn't really need to do anything with the your background, then they will not consider that. They will see how skilled you are, how enthusiastic you are to like learn new things and come up in the industry.
so can I know you how much they pay you?
Kushal, I think I cannot reveal that, but definitely you will come to know when you meet me.
Yeah, thank you. Definitely.
Okay, still anybody want to ask any questions?
Madam, Zarina madam,
Sir.
our Nagarjuna sir is having lot of doubts in his mind and he is typing
Yeah.
on the chat box
Ajay, can you
continuously.
go
Just
through chat box?
give
Network problem is here, sir. That's why I texted in chat.
no problem. Already we seen your questions. What are the questions which are there in your mind?
Hi, Dr.
Yes.
Sir. Good evening.
The last question that I want to know from him, sir. That's it.
What are the favorite
What is his
subjects?
favorite class subject that he remembered till now? Which faculty?
Okay, sir, my favorite subject would be engineering drawing, one of them, and engineering mechanics also. Favorite faculty, it's a very tough question. But to be, I mean, because I've seen Manaya sir from the stage when I entered my BTech and till date, even I'm in touch with him. So I know how much he has that zeal in him to teach people. Like it is the same thing goes with all the other faculty also. However, Manaya sir has a special place when it comes to a favorite sir. I can say the way he taught us thermodynamics, I still remember because he used to teach in a very different way. It is quite unique to himself, and I can say that's one of the he's one of the favorite sir. And apart from that, everyone else also our favorite. Definitely, each one of them again has a different flavor to them, like how they teach, how well they interact with students. But when the faculty interacts with the students, that's when the connect happens. That's what I feel. It's not that how much that faculty teaches, but how much they connect with the student and understand them. So again, Zarina ma'am is there, Mangesh sir. So there's a lot of list. Like 4 years is a long time. So everyone are like I remember the names. That means definitely I still admire them, and I know that because of them, because of the knowledge that they shared, I am here and I am able to speak in front of you. That's just because of their blessings and the way they taught us.
Ajay,
Yes.
during your time, your mentoring system was not there, and now the mentoring system has been implemented to our student, and they can discuss their problem with that particular faculty, whatever they are allotted. Could you means can you tell them what is the benefit of the mentoring system to the
Definitely.
students?
So everyone here, so as what Mangesh sir has already told, so you might have understood that this mentoring system is there for you and it was not there for us. And let me be very clear with you that as I told you, if faculty is approaching us, that's a gift for us, because faculty themselves understand what we are going through. That was there for us with respect to few faculty members. So we were fortunate to have them. But for the people who were kind of skeptical to go to faculty and speak, I think this platform will help. So as a lot of questions are coming in this chat box, I can see that the kind of unclear mind that people will have at this point of time, even I had that kind of mind. So it is best option and a best opportunity and a best platform to go to your faculty, be it anyone. It's not necessarily your faculty who is given to you, like assigned to you directly, but you can approach anyone. That's transparency is there, that I can assure you, because I had that kind of transparency. I can still see that. So you can use this mentoring system, go and without our knowledge, we all have a mentor from our childhood. That's our parents, and especially our mother. And if you see your life when you are 1 year old, you don't know how to speak sentences, but you know just little words like mama, papa, and all that. But after 2 years, you know how to ask things or get questions. Like you ask for this, that, food, and all that. After 3 years, you become a person who can speak, like a kid who can speak. So that's how you progress. In the same way, in your BTech 4 years also, if you use this mentoring system properly, you can start feeling the difference. I mean, as your mom or mother in home, I feel that faculty are at college. So I urge everyone to use this mentoring system, because the system is in place. That means you can have line to go to faculty. And use mentoring to share your feelings, like not necessarily with respect to academics, but any, like be it your academics, your non-academic things. Like if you feel that you are unable to cope up with other people, you have some kind of sickness with any labs or something, and you are not able to, you can use mentoring system to faculty.
Hi, Ajay. I am Madhav, sir. How are you?
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, it's very been late here due to some technical difficulties. I am not came. Anyhow, I want to inform my students, guys. He is one of my favorite students in mechanical branch, Mr. Ajay. He is the first person who was placed in the core sector into software, that is TCS. TCS, a software profile, he have placed at 2014, I think 14.
Yes, sir.
Right?
14.
And he worked 2 years in TCS and done MTech and went to core sector Aviva now. As a design engineer, happy to see you, Ajay. I already taken the alumni video of Ajay also within short span of time. That video will come to Ajay. Yes. And you need your inputs to our college, and our college becomes autonomous. You know that, right? Autonomous.
Yes,
now
sir.
We are in the autonomous tag.
Yes,
and our alumni need your support in terms of college. Frequently visit the college, or frequently come to the college, or miss 1 hour session as a virtually. Now the pandemic situation, learn lot of things in the students. We can connect wherever you want. We can do it on odd timings also, not coming to the college and assigning a formal talk now. Now can go with the informal talk. Means I'm not saying informal. We can go with the virtual connect anywhere, any place in India, in any country. It's not right to not connect. Okay, Ajay, and one small question from our mechanical students is, lot of students are in the. We have done 4 years of, when I am going to interact with my students, you know that, right? Interact with the students at the classes. Sir, we have studied 4 years of BTech and what the core companies and what you need to do. And after a lot of alumni came to us after completion of BTech, there is no core job and as well as software job. Now they are on compromising the tag and they are doing some jobs also. So what suggestion, you know, all the ups and downs, right? What years, not to time waste. Now the higher education is also not there. Most of the countries are affected due to the corona. Now the parents are not dare to go. The children went to higher studies. According to, I'm getting the statistics from the parents also. So in this pandemic situation, what your suggestion to your juniors to settle in their careers very fastly and little bit not compromise, little bit including the. Ajay, over to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming at least till the end. I thought you had missed
yes,
you. But,
it's my honor. No. Really, I came to my home very fast and taken the decision.
Thank you, sir. So as Madhav was rightly pointing out, as we were already discussing about the same thing, like most of us are quite skeptical about what will happen and what will happen with our careers. So I would say one thing, that whatever college gives us, like the placements, it is not the end of the road for us.
Madhav sir, please mute yourself.
Yes.
Okay. So it is not the end of the road for us, because what I mean by that is definitely there are placement opportunities, but if you don't get into one, it's still fine. But never lose your hope, or don't think that if I don't get placed and if I couldn't find any job elsewhere, am I going useless in my life? No, absolutely no. You can still be happy and you can still be proud of yourself with the efforts that you put. So what I suggest to each one of you is that try to get into a job in college itself, so that you don't face the heat of heavy competition outside. But if you're someone who has that courage in you, and I definitely wish everyone will come out having that courage, because even if you get into job, you will face few situations where you are demanded to learn more in a less time. So that's more like gaining a job. Like you have to learn more skills, get a job, and if you are rejected, then go back and give another interview, get another try. So what I suggest to you all is that don't panic. Try for the job in college, and if at all if you don't get, come outside and see what industry is asking for people, or asking from people, or engineers. So you can explore that. You have, like as I said, we all have internet. Just try to explore the job profiles, and as this mentoring system is already there, you can always reach any one of the faculty, or you can reach the alumni. We have this alumni group. So there are a lot of wonderful people in my class who are doing very well in their lives now. So I see that the people who started very slow also upskill themselves and become very successful. So it is not something, the definition of success doesn't show, or doesn't need to be shown in a very short span of time. It's okay if you fail a few times. It's okay if you don't get a job for 1 year, but the thing that you need to carry with you is your self-confidence and hope that you need to always have within yourself. So I wish everyone all the best, and don't lose that hope. And even if you don't get jobs, try to think, give a deep thought to yourself, sit, relax, be in a relaxed, think in a relaxed way, and don't worry too much. When you start worrying, you lose your cool. So that's when unexpected things might happen. So what I suggest is be cheerful, be happy, keep smiling. So that will make you feel much better, and you will definitely get a good job. And eventually settling down is just a term, but settling down is something when you are happy with yourself. So when you're always happy with yourself, you're always settled.
Yeah, thank you. My question is to Madharav sir. Hello.
Tell me, sir.
Hello.
Sir, tell me. Tell me, sir. Tell me, sir.
Sir, please update our CMRTC CMR group display picture, sir. In that sports block is not there.
Okay. Sure. Surely.
You have to update it. Our alumni should see the sports block and the changes in the college.
Okay. Sure.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Still any questions? Actually, time is also up.
There's one unique question which I can see from one of the anonymous people, like from anonymous student, I can say. He says, you are saying to enjoy holidays, but faculty are saying to attend the seminars. It is from anonymous person, so don't ask me who it is. So, but it is really a kind of funny question. We need to have this funny bone in ourselves, because everything going seriously will not suit human body. We need to have that fun, laughter and all this. So I would appreciate the person who put forward this.
Actually, the intention of the seminars are for maintaining whatever the gap it is formed. To fill that gap, we are putting these seminars. But yes, students are taking that on another way. Why they are keeping? Why they are insisting?
Sir, I'm coming to that question. Yes, sir, Mangesh sir. So as a student mindset, we always have that why these people are asking us to join, why they are back of us. So the same example that I would like to give, this time I'll give the father example, because our father from the childhood, he might have hit us, he might have scolded us. It's the same way that the intention behind that is for our betterment. So they are asking us to, I'm saying to enjoy holidays. That means in your free time, you start to enjoy, explore your other activities, like any indoor games or online gaming or something. That is in your free time. But when you know that this time is precious and someone is actually waiting for you, like these seminars, your college faculty is waiting for you to attend. So at least give, I don't think the seminars will be for complete day, like morning 8 to evening 5. It will be for a few hours. So if you can
only 3 hours.
Yes. So that
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
10 minutes only for one student.
So the faculty, if you imagine you are unmarried, you don't have any responsibilities, but the faculty have a family, they have children in college, they have every other burden in their head, but still they are back of you. That means that doesn't mean that they don't have any work to do. That's why they are coming behind you. That is the care and affection that they are showing to you. And I really feel that when someone is behind you for that much, and you have to start understanding why they are asking. And if you think that seminars are not going in the right way, you have that mentorship and all that. You have people transparent to you. You can tell them, sir, in this seminar you can come up with this topic, or sir, I want seminar to be done in this way. So you can come up with suggestions so that even they'll know what interests you. So if you just blindly don't attend, they will not know. They will be in confusion why these people are not attending, and they will never know why they are not attending, and they will be in that situation where they're still waiting for you, hoping for you to join. So what I suggest is just join for some sessions. If you feel that something has to be changed, suggest that. That will show that how interactive you are, how proactive you are. And these all skills will make you a better person. And end of the day, after 4 years, there is no one stopping you if you are able to like inculcate all the skills from the 4 years. I'm very sure each one of you are very skillful, very intelligent, and I wish everyone that you take this step forward, attend the seminars, not only seminars, whatever classes or something that faculty ask you to do, please take that one step forward initiative. I know we all watch TVs, we all have that WhatsApp groups and Facebook, and we all have social, like we are active socially, but the thing is we need to be active in other platforms also that matters to us and people who are caring for us. So I request everyone, at least try to attend seminars, and if something is need to be changed or you have some suggestions, please go forward and tell the faculty. But without attending, just not attending or dropping off in between, those kind of things shows that we are careless. And I'm very sure we are very intelligent beings, and we are very very well equipped with all the knowledge, discipline and all that. So please, I urge everyone, take this as my sincere request. Do participate in something which college asks you to do. And if you don't feel that you are not able to participate, you are finding difficulty, you have that mentorship, take that mentorship. If you still don't think that mentorship is helping, you can approach teachers or faculty directly. So this is my sincere request to you all who are here and also in the college.
Yeah, Ajay, one thing I want to add. I think one thing I want to add, the student who given that message to you, please tell him only 10 minutes he is spending to us. If the 15 students are going to give the seminar, 150 minutes we are spending. So 10 minutes he is getting that much of pain. We are spending 150 minutes for 15 students. How much pain we are taking?
Yes, sir.
Just explain to him. That's it.
Yes, sir. And as I already told, at that point of time in the college, you have that kind of naughty mind or kind of mind where you don't listen to yourself, you don't listen to your heart or something. So it is just that we are trying best to explain them. But I'm very sure the person who asked, and also the people who wanted to ask similar questions or not attending the seminars or very skeptical about joining the classes online or seminars, they will become better only if they try to understand what they are doing. So if they're just blindly not attending, I request the person, I feel he's like my brother. So like everyone, brother or sister. So I request everyone to please participate in these kind of events and try to at least put your effort and show the faculty that yes, whatever you are asking us, we are doing. And despite that, if you're not able to perform well, then you can ask them. But without putting your effort, you can not do that. So I really urge everyone to at least take that step forward and attend for that limited time that you got.
Okay, Zarina, I think time is over.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, Jay. Thank you so much. I think that this will be very informative session for your juniors, and most of them had cleared a lot of doubts also. Thank you so much for spending your 1 hour of time and accepting my request. So I would like to end this session up to now.
Ma'am, Ajay, kindly share your email so that many students are having some doubts. They can approach you directly, please.
Definitely,
Yeah.
I'll put my email address in the chat box.
Yeah, please.
I'll just put my email address, and also I'll forward the email address to Zarina ma'am so that
Yeah.
forward to everyone else.
Yes.
Yeah, so one message is there in the chat box
Okay.
from Sai Kiran. He's asking to create a group of alumni so that it will be helpful to clear their queries.
Okay. So he means that every other student will be there and alumni will also be there.
Yes, yeah, brother.
Okay, okay. Sure, Sai Kiran.
Sai Kiran, why don't you create one WhatsApp group with all these alumni students by taking the phone numbers from that placement office or some Jarina madam, from Jarina madam. Nobody is stopping you to create that particular WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Ma'am, even you can help us
Right.
to create that group by.
Thank you, Jay.
Yeah, sure, Ajay. Definitely.
Yeah, Ajay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Ajay. Well done.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for the opportunity.
Was excellent and well information. You very good interaction with juniors. But thing is, rightly mentioned those points already. What Durga Prasad Reddy and our faculty members posting some questions. So students how neglecting these sessions and not only 150 minutes, it's 180 minutes spending their time. Faculty is spending their time to conduct such type of PPTs. Okay, and one question, last one, nothing but aluminum group. So definitely, Jarina, you just take forward this initiation. Today itself, you better to inaugurate one alumni meet, alumni group for our, especially for our department. Already we have a alumni group for college. So this end of the week, we have to conduct one alumni meet, global alumni meet, same technical campus through Zoom. Then department wise also, like Ajay and all very good students and best employees also there. So just take help from Madhavrao and Rajini Mangesh sir also. I think they have a lot of information about the students. Today itself you just inaugurate, and you Ajay,
yes,
suggest one good name also for this.
Yashwant is there, sir. Yashwant is there. Praneeth, who already gave session yesterday.
Yeah, Praneeth already. Yes.
We
So
have, and we have a lot
don't
of.
mind what happened yesterday. Suddenly my phone was stuck. That's why complete every data is erased. So it will take 3-4 hours. Today it will take more than 3.5 hours. I took to recover all data. That's the reason actually I forgot this meet. So that's why I don't have any information through this mail. That's what I'm asking about. What is the agenda? So very good, ma. So really, your batch is an awesome batch. So as my knowledge, Mangesh sir could know about this. The end of this is the topmost batch to got almost 70% placements, right?
Yes, sir.
More than 75%. Parallelly, the Aero also got 90% placed. So that's why, my dear friends, I think you may know a little bit information from Ajay. Again and again, department conducting a number of these interactive sessions through Zoom. So, Ajay.
Yes, sir.
So you just initiate this and so like association group, one for chairman and vice chairman, like that. As usual, association body will do that, right? So thank you, ma. So I mean, what you rightly mentioned. So faculty members got married and children's like that. You know now. I mean on the way. So ikkadiki vaste pillalu assalu vinru. That's why not able to talk.
That's okay, sir. But still you gave.
Whenever I'm roaming on ikkada emantaru dinni on rock area.
Okay.
So that's why. So thank you for information. Well done, my dear all faculty members, especially creating such a wonderful platform to our juniors. So go ahead, ma, all of you. Once again, Ajay, you just go through our Google reviews.
Definitely.
So you just send same message to our juniors and your co-faculty students also. Wherever our student community is there, just send the positive way to reviews and all Instagram and LinkedIn also, right? So the thing is now మనం ఏమంటే we have to safe means safe అని కూడా కాదు, డిపార్ట్మెంట్ మెకానికల్ ని కాపాడుకోవడానికి టైం వచ్చింది ఇప్పుడు. సో ఇట్ ద రైట్ సిచ్యువేషన్. సో మనకి ఎక్కడైతే స్టూడెంట్స్ ఉన్నారో ప్లీజ్ ఒకసారి గ్యాదర్ చేసి మళ్ళీ అందరు అల్యూమినియం మీట్ విల్ కండక్ట్ వన్ మీటింగ్, రైట్? సో 1000 accessibility is there. We have a Zoom meeting accessibility, 1000 members. We'll plan once all together. We'll take a schedule and time. So we'll gather one fine day, right?
Sure, sir. Looking forward to it. Thank you.
Yeah, sure, ma. So thank you, Jarina. Well done, ra. All faculty, and Mangesh sir, Rajani. So Rajani, you initiate this. You help to Rajani, Jarina ma'am, Nagaraj also is here. I think.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So all of you together.
Yes, sir. Yes.
One group, alumni group.
Okay.
Okay, ma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Ajay.
Thank you, Ajay.
Thank you so much, each and everyone here, all the faculty members, Zarina ma'am, sir, Durga Prasad sir, Rajnikant sir, Nagarjuna sir, Mangesh sir, Anaya sir, and everyone. All the people who have participated and all the people who are sitting in college, like all the other college members, faculty. I really thank you all, because it's not something not something that everyone will get this kind of opportunities. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and I wish all the best to each and every student in
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Ajay.
Thank you.
Okay, Ajay. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Bye. Thank you.
Thanks to all.
Sir.